we checked in on our weather forecast earlier in the show today and saw that there's lots of sun in the forecast. And as happy as we are about that, we want to be sure to protect our skin. So I thought, who better to help us out than Dr. P. Joyce and Dr. Alice Plummer Joyce from the Altoona Dermatology Associates. They've been practicing in Altoona since 1991. Welcome to the show. Thank you both so much for being here.
It's great to be here.
Now, let's get right into it here. What sort of sunscreen should we be using? Is there different SPF? I heard that after 30 it doesn't matter. There's all these myths. You got to help me out here.
Well, first of all, Alex, I think the best sunscreen is the sunscreen you're going to wear all the time. Okay. And we do recommend a sunscreen that has an SPF of 30 or higher, that is broad spectrum, that is, it covers UVA and UVB rays.
Okay.
You'll also want to look and make sure that your sunscreen says that it's water resistant. There's no sunscreen that's completely water repellent, but you want to see that it's water resistant, and you need to reapply it. It needs to be applied, and we have very specific guidelines that we give to people. You want to put your sunscreen on between 10 a.m. in the morning and 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Okay. Sun, like Mike was talking about earlier, or if it's a cloudy day, because the ultraviolet rays, UVA and UVB, penetrate through the clouds. So you need to protect yourself and reapply every 2 hours.
I was going to say, how often are we going to do that? Every 2
hours. So you start at 10, and you reapply it at noon, and put it on again at 2.
That's much more than I was thinking. I was thinking, especially like these, we've been going on the road this summer, so some of those days we're outside the entire day. We should be setting almost like alarms in our phone every 2 hours, because you get caught up in your day, you almost forget about that, right? I mean,
exactly.
Now, here's my next question: is you guys said you recommend 30 SPF. Now, I've heard, why not 50?
It doesn't offer you a lot more.
Okay.
You get most of the block, and again, as Alice pointed out, you want a sunscreen that you feel comfortable putting it on. And we recommend, and we have some here in front of us here today, we recommend that you have a sunscreen that is not greasy, because people don't like that greasy feel. And we want something that doesn't have any fragrance, because in central Pennsylvania, as we all know, there are so many bugs out there this time of the year that you don't want to be attracting any more problems than you've already started with. So a sunscreen SPF 30, that's going to block out most of the UVA and UVB rays. You want something that is definitely a broad spectrum. You want it to be fragrance free, and you want something that you are comfortable wearing.
Well, now here's my next question: is the cream versus the spray? Is there a big difference in its protection?
I think, Alex, it's your own preference. Some people prefer the spray. It's nice to cover a large surface area, especially when you're helping your children apply sunscreen. The important thing about that is to apply the sunscreen to your hands if you're going to put it on their face, not to spray it at their face. But there also is one available for the scalp, which is nice. And we also have sunscreen available for infants. But our first rule of thumb for infants is, for the first 6 months, we recommend that the babies not be exposed to the sun at all. And then from the age of 6 months on, to apply sunscreen, we recommend the mineral sunscreens that are a little bit stronger. They have the zinc oxide or the titanium dioxide base, and they're very protective, and they're particularly nice for children because they don't have a lot of sensitizing agents in them.
Now, if you maybe had a little bit too much sun and you need to go and see the dermatologist, we have some information here on how you can get a hold of Dr. Joyce and Dr. Joyce, if we can put that up on the screen there. You can visit them at the Altoona Dermatology Associates. That's on Logan Boulevard right here in Altoona, and they're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m., and the number is right there on your screen. Thank you both so much for being here.
You
it was really a pleasure,
for having us.
And I hope that everybody takes that advice, because it's really important. Now, you guys probably didn't realize this, but today is exactly 6 months until Christmas. Have you started your Christmas shopping yet? Well, right now we're going to go to Man on the Street Monday, where I ask some people about their Christmas.